Yes guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today it's time for a tier list breakdown. Now I know a lot of you have been waiting for this video for a long time now because I haven't posted one for about a month, and the reason why is simply because we haven't had that many units come to the game that haven't been Zenkais. The only two new units on this tier list are Android 21 Good and the LF Future Gohan. In addition to those two, we also have Zenkai Fury Broly, Zenkai LF Piccolo, Zenkai Android 21, Zenkai Super Saiyan God Vegeta, and the new Super Saiyan 2 Zenkai Trunks. So a lot of Zenkais, as you can see, and without further ado, let's get into this video. And before we do that, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe if you are new around here. But yeah, let's get into this video. Z plus tier, we still have Gohan at number 1. And the reason as to why he is still number 1 is just because he is a more all-round unit to what Android 18 is. He is just great, all-round, a brilliant unit. He can do a little bit more than 18. Although 18 is more oppressive, has, you know, the card draw speed and all that kind of stuff. He can heal more, he supports his allies, and he does have those last man standing buffs, and he is almost like a walking Rising Rush with that ultimate, and he also can nullify type disadvantage, which is a very important thing. So that's why he is number 1. It is a very, very fine margin. We had a big discussion over whether he should be first or 18, but he ended up, taking that number 1 spot. And then number 3, we have the new Trunks, which is a surprise for many people, but he is incredible. His damage output is ridiculous. He has last man standing capabilities as well. He also supports his allies, I believe, and he does a lot of nice things, as in, substitution count, manipulation, which is very good in this meta as well, alongside that purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and also that red Cell. He is very, very good. So overall, he does a lot of things. He has supportive capabilities, his damage is ridiculous, and he, manipulates sub count, which is very important. Like I said, he is only new and he's been out for 2 days, but from first impressions, he is 3rd on this tier list just because of that. He is absolutely ridiculous. And then we have, of course, Bardock, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and Namek Goku. 3 very, very good units. Bardock just keeps getting more relevant because of how many Super Saiyans are getting released to the game, so that's why he is in that 4th position. And the reason that Zenkai Gogeta isn't in the Z plus tier is simply because of the constant release of Blue Zenkais. If you look around him, he has Namek Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Bardock, and now the Trunks all around him on this tier list, and it's impressive the fact that he is still up and around the top 10 units, and he's number 7 specifically on this tier list. He is a fantastic unit, and that's why he's there. And then we have the Blue Goku, the Zenkai Blue Goku, who is fantastic. Everyone knows what he does. One of the most all-rounded units in the game. Then we have Revival Cell, the best non-Zenkai unit, and I cannot stress this enough. He is incredible. And after him, we do have the inclusion of the Android 21. Fantastic support, exactly what Android 18 needed, and she is just incredible. Such a good unit. She tanks very well, her debuffs are incredible, and she makes every other Android 21 unit an absolute monster. Then we have the Rosé, well, after 21 we have the Demon King Piccolo, who is still incredible. He can steal your Dragon Balls and take them for himself. He has card draw speed and very good strike damage, and that's why he is in that position, and also can get buffed by the Zenkai 21. He is a very good unit and a main staple on that regen team. And then we have the Rosé, still to this day incredible. Does everything you want a unit to do. Incredible damage. He can take a hit because he heals with everything, and he restores ki with pretty much everything as well. Then as we look down, we have Boo, followed by the new Super Saiyan God Vegeta, who's a very good all-rounded unit who can do a lot of damage, has a good cover change, and he also can heal a lot and take a hit, which is very nice to see. Then we have the LF Broly, incredible unit, gets draw speed for everything. He's like a mini version of Android 18, but he does force you to switch with his ultimate and stuff like that, which is very annoying, and when played the right way, he is an absolute monster, and that's why he is in that position on the tier list. Then we have the new 21, incredible unit, does so much for a team. Incredible damage. She has that cover rescue which androids needed. She has very good damage and last woman standing, in this case, capabilities, which is very, very good, and that's why she's in that position, just ahead of Android 16, who is still the best tank in the game in my opinion, and he is just very, very good. But the only reason he's behind the Android 21, the good 21, is because he doesn't get that many buffs from the blue 21 compared to the likes of Android 21. So that's why he's in that position and not above the good 21. But if he did get more buffs from the Android 21, the Zenkai one, he would be higher than the green 21 in my opinion. Then we have the LF Piccolo, who's a very tanky unit and has incredible damage output once he transforms. He's just not as good as Demon King Piccolo in my opinion, because his damage isn't as good and he can't manipulate the Dragon Balls like the Demon King Piccolo can, and he doesn't have the draw speed that DKP has as well, so that's why he isn't higher up on this list. And then we have the LF Gohan, incredible unit, and he is fantastic. He has one of the best kits in the game, and he's only this low because of his, obviously he's going to be at low stars, and that's why he is on this, in this position, because of his low stats. Because if he had higher stats, he would be much higher on this tier list, I can assure you that much. And then we have Topo, who is an incredible unit. He is absolutely incredible. And the reason I say low, like in commas, is just because there's so many good units. Like literally, you can use any unit on the S+ tier, and you can literally thrive in PvP because there are so many top tier units in the game right now. And yeah, as we carry on with this, we get Topo, who is incredible. Everyone knows how good Topo is. He's just an all-round great unit that supports, takes a hit, has endurance, everything you want a unit to have. And going back to Gohan, Gohan is incredible because he stacks a load of damage. He can take a hit because he actually has damage reduction. He has endurance, which restores at 40% health, which is incredible. And he has supportive capabilities and a cover change, which is very good if you know how to use it as well. And then we have UI Goku after Topo, the last unit on the Z tier, who is higher on this list if you know how to use him. If you don't know how to use him to perfection, he isn't quite as high as he is now. That's why we kind of had to find a middle ground, but he is still a Z tier unit. That's why he is in that position on the tier list. Moving down, we have Vados, then followed by the support / range type Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Then we have LF Beerus. Then we have the new Frieza, who has dropped down quite a lot simply because he hasn't got a very strong team at the moment. He does have movies, of course, but you do have the likes of Super Gogeta on that team, who are a better option, and that's why he isn't higher up on this list. He was really high up in the Z tier on the last tier of this video. Then we have Jiren, followed by Goten, who is incredible to this day, a fantastic support unit. I would argue he's been kicked off the teams he's on by the LF Gohan, but he is still very, very relevant. And then we have the Zenkai Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, who isn't seen very much in PvP, but if you have him, he is fantastic. He's great alongside the LF Gohan in that #1 position, so if you do have him, definitely use him. I personally don't, I have him at 3 stars, but it is what it is. Then we have Gogeta Blue, who is so far down, and the reason why is just because he's been kicked off from God Key, in my opinion, by the God Vegeta. He doesn't have draw speed, he isn't tanky, and he's just lacking that little bit of spice that we wanted Gogeta Blue to have. That's why he isn't very high on the tier list, but he is still a very good unit, and he is followed by very good units indeed, like Champa, like Android 21, the evil one, who has been completely revived by the Zenkai Blue 21 and the inclusion of the Green 21. She has been absolutely revived, and it's very nice to see. She is dealing a lot of damage right now. Then we have Vegito Blue, followed by Kefla and Majin Vegeta. They've all moved down a little bit just because of the inclusion of the new units ahead of them. Then we have the Zenkai Cooler, followed by the Broly. Two very good Zenkais. I would argue Broly's probably better just because he has a better team, but individually Cooler is incredible, and he deserves to be a little bit ahead of that Broly. And the other units on this tier list that have been added recently are of course the Zenkai Broly, who is incredible. He does stack a lot of damage, and that's why he is in a pretty high position. Like I said, any unit in that S tier, S+ tier, you can still use those and get away with it, and they are very, very good units indeed. And this tier list of course is based on units that are viable in PvP, so do take everything as well with a grain of salt, because this is at the end of the day quite subjective. Like, you can argue changing some places on some units, It's down to playstyle as well, but this is just a general tier list that we've put together, me and DaLegend, whose links will be in the description down below, by the way. But yeah, this is just basically a general tier list, and the rest of the tier list you can just take a look for yourself. You can just pause the video and take a deeper look. I'm not going to go into it too much. I've talked about the most important characters. We do have Rage Trunks moving down quite a lot. We have Merge Zamasu moving down, and the Red Super Saiyan Blue Goku moving down a lot as well. Other than that, it's pretty much stayed the same. Let me know what you thought about this tier list in the comments down below. Let me know what changes you would make and who your favourite unit is right now. For me personally, I would definitely say 18. She is just incredible, alongside the green Rosé, because everyone knows I love Rosé. And that is pretty much it. I do hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you are new around here for more Dragon Ball Legends content, and I will catch you next time. Peace.